Bonjour, Kinamagi Nene Ireland edition of Cass, and welcome to this episode of Social Studies Explorer. Today's episode, Overview of Western Religions, Day 1. Let's begin by talking a little bit about the purpose of this 2-day segment. In conversations with former students, this was an area that they felt that they weren't prepared for when they reached the middle school curriculum, particularly 6th grade. The idea of this lesson is to give you a little bit of overview, and then you'll be able to go deeper next year and you will have some idea from where it's all coming. We're going to keep to facts. It is not appropriate for me to persuade you. So we're going to give you some facts about the 3 major Western religions. That's just a small piece. We have a number of additional religions. Other major ones that may be covered could include the Hindu religion or Buddhism. But we focused on the 3 Western ones. First, let's talk what's in common with all 3. They are monotheistic. That word mono means one, and we're talking about one God or creator. There are other religions that are polytheistic, where there is a number of gods in the pantheon. If you think back to the different Greek and Roman gods, this one's different. It has one. All 3 of them can be traced back to Abraham and his sons. So you may sometimes hear them referred to as the Abrahamic religions. And all 3 have their origin in the Middle East, which is the location between Africa, Europe, and Asia, although technically part of Asia. We're going to focus on 2 of them today, and the 3rd one will come into tomorrow's segment. And this first one is Judaism. Judaism finds its origin 6,000 years ago, and its holy texts include the Torah. They're worshipped in a synagogue. They are led by a rabbi, and today include about 14 million followers. And you can see where they focus heavily along this part of the Mediterranean. The present-day state of Israel is right here. Some of their major practices include the 10 Commandments that serve as a code of morals, and the Sabbath as a day of rest. Major holidays include Rosh Hashanah, Passover, Hanukkah, and Yom Kippur. Let's view this video clip that comes to us from the Michigan Open Book Project.
Hey, welcome to WatchMojo.com. I'm your host Marisa, and today we're going to take a look at Judaism, a religion based on the Old Testament and the Talmud. Now, as one of the oldest religions practiced today, it has an estimated 15 million members. The basis for Jewish law and tradition is the Torah, or the 5 books of Moses. And according to tradition, there are 613 commandments. Now, of these commandments, some of them were made specifically for groups. That is to say, maybe only for men, only for women, or only for the religious figureheads. Now, whatever the case may be, some of these were only applicable while the Temple of Jerusalem existed. There are many symbols in the Jewish religion. One of them is the Star of David, which we all know is a 6-pointed star. Now, a more important symbol, perhaps, is that of the menorah. The menorah is a 7-branched candelabra, which is said to represent the burning bush which Moses saw on Mount Sinai. There are a number of holy days and festivals during the Judaic calendar. Some of them are Hanukkah, which we know as the Festival of Lights. There's Passover, which commemorates the Exodus from Egypt. Yom Kippur, which is the Day of Atonement, and Rosh Hashanah, which is the Jewish New Year. So there you have it, a little introduction to Judaism. Hey.
Our second segment will cover Christianity. Christianity develops 2,000 years ago out of the Judaic tradition, based on the teachings of Jesus, particularly in what they call the New Testament. The Holy Book is the Bible. And what's interesting about that is that the first half of it, or the Old Testament, is largely the same as what you were going to find in Judaism. The New Testament comes from essentially the time of Jesus going forward. Christians believe that Jesus was the Son of God. They worship in a church. They are led by priests, pastors, or ministers, depending on the denomination. And there are about 2 billion followers. Some of the major beliefs include the 10 Commandments, in the existence of heaven, and that Jesus was resurrected after his crucifixion. 2 of the major holidays include Easter and Christmas. This is going to wrap up this short video. If you have questions, feel free to ask, although some of them I may redirect you to your own parent or guardian, depending on the nature of them. I will answer fact-based questions, but no religious-based questions. Sorry, I walk a straight line on this one. In our next session, we'll cover Islam. And for today, I hope you have a Minal Gishagad, Minwa, Bamapi.